It's Peaches here, and this is Peaches Pit Party, the podcast. A lot of puh sounds with that title. A replay of today's full show, which you can hear weekday afternoons live on K-Bear 101. I hope you like what I have to say, and if not, well, then I'm sorry, not sorry. Enjoy. Let's begin. It's Halloween. Here we are. Man, oh man, pre-Friday as well, a.k.a. Thursday. Feel free to get a hold of me over at 208-535-1015. Happy Halloween to you. I don't really have much planned for tonight. I mean, other than the fact I plan on dropping off some chocolates to a few of my friends. That's about it, really. I might stop by Viktor's place and see what he's giving out. Be like, trick or treat, and just be myself. Not even wear the Mr. Incredible costume that I put on for our Facebook Live video. You can find that video, see who won the gear from No Limit Guitar Company earlier today. Shout out to Alex in Pocatello. He won the ESP LTD Aero 200 guitar, as well as the PRS Sanzera 20 combo amp. That is a $1,700 value right there. Absolutely free going to Alex. Yes, we'll hit him with the, oh, good for you. We're still doing Make the Switch with Brent Gordon Law. Going to give away that Nintendo Switch bundle tomorrow. Make sure to sign up for that before the end of the day today. What else is there to talk about? I think that's about it. We'll be having another concert ticket giveaway in the near future to just sort of wrap up 2024. I mean, 2024 is the year that K-Bear celebrates 25 years of being a radio station, which is incredibly cool. I wish we planned some more stuff for that, but didn't even dawn on me that it was till a listener messaged us saying, hey, what do you guys plan on doing for the 25th anniversary of K-Bear? I went, oh, 25 years of K-Bear, wow. Almost the same age as me. So anyway, get a hold of me at 208-535-1015. We'll be back with some more creepy Halloween music thanks to No Limit Guitar Company. K-Bear 101, well, I honestly wish there was more planning on what I actually wanted to do for the trick-or-treaters that would potentially come to my door tonight. Make a whole bit out of it. Have somebody work the camera or maybe even hold the phone while I'm handing this stuff out. I talked about it on the show previously, how I would hand out Poison's Greatest Hits, the CD version, to kids, so that way I could say, hey, I'm poisoning the kids on Halloween. It's a lame joke, I know, but it would have gone viral online, right? Watch me poison kids on Halloween. No. I don't want anybody to quote me on that. Peaches is trying to poison the kids on Halloween. Just hand out the Poison CDs. Poison's Greatest Hits. I thought it was funny, at least. Come on. Thanks to No Limit Guitar Company helping us out with our nonstop Halloween music all day today. Really appreciate those people over there at No Limit Guitar Company. I know Viktor talked about this on the morning show, but I also wanted to talk about it with you in case you missed it. Halloween is definitely all about the candy, but it's also about pizza. Halloween, one of the busiest days of the year for pizza places, is a top 5 day for pizzas ordered using delivery apps like DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub. It makes sense. Parents are trying to feed their kids quickly before they head out the door to trick or treat. There are a lot of parties going on, and it's an easy meal if you're home handing out candy to trick or treaters. It's almost like your treat, besides digging into the occasional piece of candy out of the bowl, right? So, I mean, if you're going to order pizza, make sure to order early. Be patient. Tip your delivery person. They're driving around trying to get the pizzas delivered to you on time. They rely on tips. Tip the pizza delivery drivers. They deserve it. Idaho's only rock station, K-Bear 101. Last night, well, during the show yesterday, I was scrolling Facebook. One of my friends posted saying, hey, does anybody want this couch/futon? I no longer need it and just want to give it away. I immediately messaged her and was like, hey, please, can I have that? Because the current couch, or the couch that I had now, was not the best. It was made of leather. During the summer, I would stick to it. During the winter time, like we're about to head to even colder temperatures. When it's cold outside, that couch is ice cold. You might as well sit on an ice couch. Luckily enough, I was the first person to send her a message, so she saved it for me, took down the post, and after all those times I have helped Viktor move stuff, I'm glad that he was able to help me out for once and pick me up in his truck. We went over to her place, picked up the futon, put it in the back of his truck, drove back to my place, and now I have this nice gray futon in my living room. It's quite modern looking. I like it. It's a lot wider than the couch that I had. And I'm kind of sad when things leave like that for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's a curse my grandpa passed on to my parents, then that got passed on to me. I get real sad if things that I've had for a very long time leave. And I just, put this couch right by the dumpster with Victor, and I thought about it. I'm like, wow, I've had that couch for, 3 years, been sitting on it, playing video games all this time, and now I just let it go. And I saw it this morning still sitting by the dumpster, and I'm like, bye, couchy. Great sitting on you. That song, See You Again from Charlie Puth, played in my head. I was about to tear up driving to work this morning. Well, the big news, of course, from yesterday, the Los Angeles Dodgers winning the World Series. I was shocked that it ended so soon. One of the biggest comebacks ever. The Los Angeles Dodgers won the World Series for the 8th time in franchise history. They came from behind to beat the New York Yankees 7-6. The Dodgers tied the game in the 5th inning by scoring 5 runs thanks to a pair of errors by the Yankees. You should have seen these errors. It was real sad. These routine plays that should have been so easy. The Yankees just cracked under pressure. The Dodgers tacked on 2 more deciding runs in the 8th before starting pitcher Walker Buehler took the mound to close the 9th inning. The final Yankee batter struck out swinging. Freddie Freeman was named the series MVP for his 12 RBIs in the 5 games, including his walk-off grand slam in the opener. Downtown LA was downright crazy last night. I believe 12 people were arrested. I saw the news this morning for setting a bus on fire. Because that's how you celebrate your favorite baseball team winning the World Series. You set a bus on fire. Makes no sense at all. Some of the worst cities that have the dumbest people for celebrating sports. Los Angeles, Atlanta, and especially Philadelphia. Anytime the Eagles win the Super Bowl, you might as well get ready for the mayhem to start. While most baseball fans and many network executives are bummed out that the 2024 World Series is over, at least the series went to 5 games and wasn't a sweep. After all the excitement, an important streak is still alive. It's now been 12 years since a World Series sweep. There have been 19 sweeps in World Series history, with the most recent coming in 2012 when the Giants took out the Tigers in 4 games. For now, the streak rolls on, won't be put to the test again until 2025. There was a big sign stealing scandal involving Michigan football last season, and how there's a Netflix documentary about it all right now. Well, a little bit more drama might be brewing as sources stepped forward and claimed that as the helmet communication systems between the coaches and the players in the field have been occurring on unencrypted frequencies. A little hack here and a little hack there, and teams could be stealing all those signals this season as well. That is a free Shot Clock Sports update right here on K-Barrett 101. Peaches Pit Party on K-Barrett 101. Every year I tell myself the same thing. You know what? Next year I'll go all out on Halloween with my costume. I ended up not going as Bane this year because I couldn't find a mask that would fit my giant head. Maybe I'd have to DIY it or order a super expensive one that's custom made off of some artist off of Etsy, something like that. Maybe next year I'll go as Kane the wrestler. But then that would involve me wearing a morph suit everywhere, I would think, right? Where like that signature red and black morph suit with the mask and the fake hair on top. Obviously, I'm not going to be like the other version of Kane where I'm just shirtless, wearing the red and black pants, walking around the office. I feel like that would be a big no-no. I was thinking about it, too. Maybe I should get a lawn, straight, black hair wig, put on a green shirt, high-waisted jeans, be Peter Steele for Halloween one year. We're the same height. He was the same height as me. Rest in peace to Peter, but... yeah, there's always next year. Next year for Halloween, I'm definitely going to have to go all out. I hate skipping out on holidays. I have that major feeling of FOMO on holidays. I really do. Halloween's one of them. If I'm one of those people that's just sitting around the home, I think another wasted year. Just another wasted year, and I hate it. And it's like you only get a limited amount of holidays throughout your entire life. I don't want to be that guy in my 40s going, man, you know what? Halloween would have been so much more fun at 16 years old, 17, 18, when I could potentially go to those parties. I mean, you still could go to those parties when you're 40. It's not the same. You only go through your teenage years once. You might as well celebrate it. Peaches Pit Party with nonstop Halloween music, thanks to No Limit Guitar Company right there, 9 Inch Nails, The Becoming. If you're wondering if your parents are stealing your candy, chances are they are, just because everybody loves candy. Well, most people love candy. A Wallet Hub survey found that more than 50% of parents help themselves to their kids' Halloween haul. And chances are what they are taking are the wonderful Reese's peanut butter cups, since the survey found that was the most popular Halloween candy, followed by M&M's at number 2, Hot Tamales at 3, Skittles, and then Sour Patch Kids. I do not care about Hot Tamales. Skittles are always great. Sour Patch Kids are great. When you eat too many of the Sour Patch Kids or any one of those sour candies, it starts to hurt. I remember going to the movies when I was like 14, and I bought a giant box of Sweet Tarts, and I think we were watching Pirates of the Caribbean, one of those movies. And I ate the whole box, and my mouth felt horrible afterward. It's the worst feeling. And there are a lot of people, surprisingly, a lot of people that just don't like Reese's. Josh from Classy 97, he calls it sweaty peanut butter. That guy's a little bit weird with his food taste. His palate is he calls it a refined palate, but he also hates ketchup for no reason. Hates Reese's peanut butter cups, but then he likes Biddo honey and all the old people candies. He also likes black licorice. I feel like that's one of those foods. Going back to that to peach their own question that I've asked before, what food are you convinced people are pretending to enjoy? My answer, black licorice, especially those that are extra salty. How would you enjoy that? K-Bear 101, if you want a good laugh, go to my Facebook page, go to the K-Bear Facebook page, or even the Facebook group. You'll see the picture of me, Rulin, Maddie, and Viktor, all in different costumes. Viktor just took one of my Mexican wrestling masks that I had at home because, I knew he would forget to costume here today. I'm like, you know what? Here's just a mask. Wear the clown mask, and that'll be considered dressed up. Maddie went all out with the cowgirl outfit. She's obsessed with Red Dead Redemption, very similar to Viktor, so they were quoting that the entire ride over to No Limit Guitar Company earlier this morning. I just threw on the Mr. Incredible outfit. Rulin was more so like the rock star grandma with the curlers in his wig there, and he had the guitar that he painted in a certain way to where it looks like raw meat with burnt ends, and he calls it the meat burst guitar. It's a very cool looking guitar. But there's the picture of the four of us all at No Limit Guitar Company. If you want to come up with a creative name, because all I said was name this band. And there have been some awesome answers so far. Somebody wrote, "That's just Gwar," as one of them. What else is there? There were so many. I posted it literally everywhere. Santa and the Incredible Something Somethings. I liked that. A lot of people were saying how Rulin looks almost identical to Jack Black. Robin wrote Tenacious Yeehaw, Nacho Libre, Intolerance and the Gluten Boys. What? If you want to look at it, like I said, go to the Facebook group, the K-Bear 101 Idaho Rock and Metal Facebook group, or our page, or even my Facebook at Brendan Peach. Go check that out. Let us know what you think the band name should be. Magna Carta Cartel is part of our nonstop Halloween music all day today. Thanks to No Limit Guitar Company. Really appreciate those people over there for helping us out with our awesome Halloween soundtrack. Also, shout out to Viktor for putting it all together here today. Usually I'm the guy that schedules the music, but on Halloween he takes over and makes sure that it lays out all properly for it to be extra spoopy. I did like somebody's question earlier today on the Life in Idaho Falls Facebook group from, I think her name's Zoe, but it's spelled the unique way. It's Zoahwie. She wrote, "Guys, how do we feel about adults trick-or-treating? Parentheses. Asking as an adult who wants to trick-or-treat." And I do like the top answer. How the top answer is Halloween spirit is for all ages. I'll give you candy. I'm the same way. I don't care how old anybody is. If you're 85 trick-or-treating, go for it. I mean, the weirdest thing ever is to put an age restriction on trick-or-treating. I've said it once and I'll say it again many, many times. Never be that person that says, "Aren't you a little old to be trick-or-treating?" That's so stupid. So beyond stupid. Is it because people want to save their candy just for the kids? Like for some reason adults don't need candy too, or don't deserve candy, that the kids need it? The parents have to deal with the kids that are on that sugar rush bouncing around the house. It's like, okay, it's 10:30 p.m., time to go to bed. Bed's not even an option to them. They're just wanting to run and run and run and run. Dress up, get candy. Let's have a safe and fun Halloween. I know the trick-or-treaters, or I'm sure the trick-or-treating's bound to start soon if it hasn't started already. Get out there and get all that candy. I love how I saw somebody earlier today too was asking, hey, which houses are giving away Pokemon cards? That was something that somebody mentioned in the Life in Idaho Falls Facebook group. There's so many different options as to how you can get candy on Halloween. I saw the Grand Teton Mall was going to be opened up for Halloween. The retirement communities around town, around the area, they're going to be giving away candy. I highly recommend bringing your kids to those retirement communities as well. Older people, they're stuck in that facility. They're wanting to see the youth. You know how excited older people get when they see young children and they get to or get reminded, they get to feel young in a way, talking to young kids, and it always brightens up it always brightens them up. Go to the retirement communities, go around what people would call the crappy neighborhood for candy. Just go anywhere and go get candy tonight. All right. Let's I think tomorrow I might make a post on our Facebook page and say, hey, how much candy did you get for Halloween, and see what people have to put in the comments there. K-Bear 101, Idaho's only rock station. We had a little bit of snowfall today, more so just cold rain, I would say, right? Not necessarily. Well, snow is essentially cold rain. I'm a dummy. But we already had our first post that I'm assuming was a troll post on the Life in Idaho Falls Facebook group. Somebody asking, how are the roads? And everyone in the comments, no, you didn't. Dude, what's wrong with you? The streets are wet, moist. They're fine. Thanks for asking. So many people say, hey, don't be that person on the Life in Idaho Falls Facebook group that asks, how are the roads? There's still all those people that seriously ask that question, like they can't just go outside or even just look out their window and check the roads. You know how I find out if the roads are good? I go out there, or I open up my kitchen window and go, yep, it's snowing. Time for me to drive extra carefully. As soon as I see the temperatures consistently go below freezing, that's when I'll go, okay, time to put my snow tires on. That's also a huge thing, too, for some reason. The loudest people are the all-season tire people. I've talked about the loudest crowds out of certain groups, like those Dr. Pepper cult followers. They're always there to tell you that Dr. Pepper's the best soda. The Android users that want you to switch over from iPhone to Android, those are extremely loud people as well. The people that are also extremely loud are the ones that have all-season tires, and they go, what do you need snow tires for? All season's just fine. What's wrong with you? We can't drive? Meanwhile, they're driving like some 2003 old car that can barely run as is, and they're clogging up traffic as they're going 15 below the speed limit. Me and my snow tires are just fine, and I'll continue to use them. The odds of being bitten by a shark in the U.S. are approximately 1 in 11.5 million. 1 in 11.5 million. You have a better chance of being struck by lightning. The odds of being bitten by a shark twice in your lifetime, that's so slim that it's nearly impossible to put a number on it. But that's not going to make Cole Stackman feel any better. He's a veteran surfer, was catching some waves in Stuart, Florida last week when he was bitten on the leg by an 8-foot shark. He required 2 surgeries, 93 stitches. It just so happens that 11 years ago at the very same beach, surfing the very same waves, Cole was bitten by a shark for the first time and required 12 stitches on his hand. Cole said the most recent bite was from a much larger shark than the first incident. What's that phrase? Shame on you, or no, it's like fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. Why would you ever go back to surfing after you've been bitten by a shark? If that ever happened to me, if I ever so much as see a shark in the ocean, I'm never swimming in the ocean again. Peach's Pit Party on K-Bear 101, Idaho's only rock station. Time for to peach their own. What has been your best Halloween costume that you have ever wore? I figured, you know what? I might as well ask this on Halloween to see what you have to answer for, or what your answer is. 208-535-1015. Back when I was maybe 13 or 14, I was the athlete on the Wheaties box. I think I was younger than that, too, because it was in middle school. I think it might have been 7th grade. I was the athlete on the cover of the Wheaties box. There was a giant Wheaties box around me. It was made from like PVC pipe and all that, and I was just the face of the guy with the headband and the afro on top. And I can't believe I wore that at school. My mom brought the costume during lunch because I was hoping to wear that and get myself into the costume contest, but the costume contest, the timing of it was really weird. Unfortunately, I didn't get to the costume contest in time. I would have won, though, for sure.
No,
Victor,
you would have lost. You would have lost any contest.
I'm glad you're here for the Peach Throne.
I win.
What has been your best Halloween costume you have ever worn?
Best Halloween costume ever.
I just talked about how I was the athlete on the cover of the Wheaties box during middle school.
Did you have a giant Wheaties box?
I did. It was made from like PVC pipe. It was all around me.
Wow.
I was very embarrassed during lunchtime to wear that. And then right as I was feeling like real embarrassed, some other student walks by in a toilet costume. I mean, a full-on toilet.
I think my best costume was a Halloween show we played. It was at a bowling alley in Pocatello after it shut down, and they built a stage like out where the bowling lanes were. And I dressed as a real sexy lady, and I had long blue hair and makeup.
You're like Mrs. Doubtfire.
No, I didn't dress as an old lady. I dressed as a sexy lady, and you should have seen me. Oh,
Victoria
man.
Wilt.
There's probably photos of it somewhere out there. Victoria Wilt is exactly who I was.
If anybody
that day.
has that, please put it in the K-Bear group. We'd love to see that.
It's if I find it, I'll post a picture of it. Because, man, I mean, I was hot, Peaches. Can you imagine me in drag?
Oh, whoa,
yeah. I'm telling you.
You're one of those guys, huh?
It was awesome. Well, for Halloween.
RuPaul's Drag Race. We'll see Victoria Wilt take
Have
the
you
stage.
ever watched that show?
No,
It's pretty fun.
I have not watched
You haven't
that
watched
show.
it? Well, I thought everybody's at least giving it a watch.
No, I feel like RuPaul would be a funny person to meet.
Dude, RuPaul seems like he'd be pretty cool.
To be quite honest,
Yeah, dude.
He seems like he has a personality to him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a fun show, man.
It isn't. No, I think it's Tyler Perry that has the giant compound.
Yeah, and because he does those movies where he plays all the different characters.
Like Medea.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So that's almost drag, right? He's dressing up as a
Kinda.
big lady.
I mean, but it's for a movie. I mean, I guess I did it for a show, ultimately. I've wore makeup at a lot of shows, back in the day. And I used to always paint my fingernails, too.
Whoa.
Except for these two right here.
Uh-huh.
Because I would always rub the nail polish off playing guitar. But it's actually... As a guitar player, it's kind of nice when you're not very good at guitar, because if you're in a dark room and you got the weird lights, you can see your fingertips because they'd be all black, and you'd be able to, see where you're at on the fretboard. Very helpful.
We're learning a lot about Victor today, huh?
I'm telling you.
Did you try on your mom's clothes and put on lipstick too?
No. She didn't have very cool clothes. Not my style. Those were old lady clothes.
You didn't wear the moo-moo?
Yeah. My mom didn't wear a moo-moo. But I wanted to wear, like, black clothes. She had, like, all purple clothes. My mom loved the color purple. So, yeah, no. Sorry, Pete.
It's a great play, too.
The color purple?
Yeah, sure.
I've never viewed it.
K-Bear, how's it going?
Not too bad.
James, again, thank you so very much, man. Now, what has been your best Halloween costume that you have ever worn?
1 year, because we couldn't think of anything. I think I was about 8, and we weren't able to come up with anything, and it was just spur of the moment. We came up with table for two.
Was it just...
I went as a table for two. Took a big piece of cardboard, glued an old tablecloth to it real quick, cut a hole in the center. My head was the centerpiece, and then you had couple of paper plates, plastic silverware on it, and a bag taped underneath for candy.
That's cool. That's unique. I like that, how original that is. 208-535-1015. What has been the best Halloween costume you have ever worn? Let me know for to Peach Throne. All day today, nonstop Halloween music, thanks to No Limit Guitar Company. If you're just now tuning in, well, today's question for to Peach Throne is, what has been the best Halloween costume you have ever worn? I haven't gotten any other calls besides James. I did get one from Jeremy. Jeremy did say that he shaved half of his face, half of his head, and went as his own version of Two-Face. Other than that, he hasn't really worn much for Halloween. I'm looking at the Life in Idaho Falls Facebook page here. The weather is looking really crappy for the trick-or-treaters tonight. Who is still going to brace this weather and take their kiddos? Do it! I don't want to sound like Shia LaBeouf here, but do it. Just do it. It's Halloween night. Take your kids trick-or-treating. The weather's crappy. I tell you, it's always really funny whenever I see people go from around here and they say, how we can get rid of the Californians is if we have one of those quote-unquote real winters. Because for some reason, that's the logic around here, that if there's a lot of snow, magically I'm going to pack my bags and get out of here because the winter scares me. I embrace the winter. I love the snow. I love the cold weather. I hate summer days, 80 plus degrees. Anything above like 75, I am miserable. I need my place to feel like Costco's frozen section. Otherwise, I'll just be bright red, sweaty. Oh, I love the colder weather. I really do. But so anyway, I was reading that post there while I was getting ready to do this break and went like, what are you talking about? And it's funny how the people around here are the ones who complain the most about the weather. Have you ever tuned into Viktor's show bright and early in the morning? The first thing he'll say is something about the weather. Oh, it's cold. Oh, it's hot. He's never happy with it. He's always talking about the weather, and he loves his natural disasters. But anyway, going back to Peach Throne, if you have an answer for that question, let me know. What has been the best Halloween costume you've ever worn? If not, I'll just move on to something else before we get to the 5 p.m. hour. K-Bear, what's happening?
I just wanted to make sure you weren't all alone with To Peach Their Own.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, what's the best Halloween costume you have ever worn?
You know, I kind of am a bit boring with costumes, so I got to go back to, I was like a super young kid. I think maybe I was like 9, and I had this idea that I just simply had to be the Headless Horseman. And it was like all my idea, but my mom and I worked together to make this like cloak with a little piece for my head, and I carried around the skull, and it was a grand old time. We even sewed like little LED lights in for the eyes so that the skull and my head would glow. It was great.
That is awesome. That is really cool. I've always wanted to like really just work on a costume for the upcoming season. I feel like I got to for next year because I know I said the same thing last year about being Bane. I think I might just need to buy the different components, and I can just have that be a go-to costume to be Bane for Halloween.
I mean, New Year's is coming up. I'm sure that makes for a perfect resolution.
There we go. Yes. K-Bear, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, boss?
Hey, what's up, Stuart? What has been your best Halloween costume that you have ever worn?
1 year, about 20 years ago, I dressed up as a bum. I wore these green overalls that had paint on them, kind of dingy looking, threw on a long, curly-haired black wig and a beanie. And man, I was just camped out on my buddy's couch waiting for the party to start. And somebody walks in and goes, dude, who's that bum over there on the couch? I'm like, what's up, bro? Like, holy I thought you were a real bum. So I pulled it off with some pretty good flair.
Thanks for listening to Peach's Pit Party, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Peach's Pit Party is hosted by me, Peaches, and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com. Until next time, Peach out.